Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. As you can see, we are still in the Premier Inn. In fact, what an opportunity to remind you that this little series of videos is in fact sponsored by Premier Inn. They're paying for our trip here up to Blackpool, but we are in Blackpool today. We've had a reasonably good night's sleep. Andy decided to wake up around 12:30, like he always does, but at home when he turns the lights off and goes to the toilet and then goes back to bed with the lights on, it's not a problem. When he does it when we're all sharing the same room and we just hear him going, "Lights on!" and then he blunders around the room turning the lights on and then sits there on the toilet and he goes straight back to sleep still. Me and Anna found it a little bit tricky to go back to sleep because we'd already been asleep like an hour and a half at that point. So we had slightly interrupted sleep, but we are looking forward to a very exciting day ahead of us. We've already got tickets booked for the Blackpool Tower, so we're going to be heading over to the Tower this afternoon. Andy's keen to ride on the trams as well. But before any of that, it's pretty much time to go down and have our hotel breakfast. Yeah. So as we discovered last time we stayed in a hotel with Andy, he won't actually eat any of the hotel breakfast. There's a few things that are a little bit like the things that he'll eat at home, but nothing that's exactly right. This time, however, we are prepared. We have plates and crisps with us, so he has something that he'll eat too. So our system has to be, Anna goes and gets all hers while I sit with Andy, and then I'll go and get mine while Anna sits with Andy. Not typical hotel breakfast free-for-all, but gets the job done, and he's happy enough just sitting down, and he knows this is part of the hotel routine, which is good. Success with the Rice Krispies! This is progress from the last time we stayed in the hotel. This is awesome. Andy's over here doing a full-on Premier Inn advert on his channel. Link to that is down in the description. If we're not careful, if we ever do another sponsored thing with Premier Inn, they're going to want to do it with him rather than me, because he's doing a much better job of advertising them than I am. They're great. Right, Andy, where are we going today then?
Tower!
Where are we?
Tram?
We're going to go on the tram to get to the tower. And then what are we doing?
To go to Club Coins.
Yes, we're doing some coins as well.
Then people.
Then some people.
And then Premier Inn.
Sounds like an excellent plan for the day. We're being brave today because the clouds are still looking a little bit grey, and it depends which weather app we look at, how the day's going to go. Apple weather, which is normally our go-to, we trust it, says no rain all day. Fitbit weather, whatever weather app they use, that's telling me it's going to rain. The clouds are a little bit grey. We're officially going to find out what's better out of Apple and Fitbit. But according to Google Maps, the nearest tram stop to where our hotel is a 13-minute walk away through a residential estate. I think it's the one at the Norbreck Hotel where Play Expo was last year. So I think I know the route. But I can see the sea over there. And now it's telling me to go this way. So I'm just going to trust all the apps today and hope they stop contradicting each other sometime soon. What are we doing, Andy?
Tram coming in swimming in.
We are waiting for the tram, yeah. Tram right next to the beach as well. You can do some zooming in and zooming out if you want, yeah. Tram. He's completely ignoring the fact that the beach and the sea and all that stuff right there. All he cares about is the fact that any time now we're going to get a tram coming this way. I don't know if we've mentioned before, he's quite fond on trams. So good? Yeah. And now we are right next to the tower, which is now very excited to go on. Well, it's time to reveal the real purpose we're here, Anna. Look, 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 look.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the wedding chapel.
No, we're not.
Yeah?
No.
Should we get married today?
No.
She's so miserable. I do apologise profusely for what's presumably a horrible sound quality today. I am doing the best I can with the microphone I've got, but it's so windy.
Tram!
Andy, are you excited for the lift?
Yeah. Tram, Andy!
He's getting getting a little frustrated with the process because in order to get up the tower, you have to go through photo opportunity and photo opportunity, like in any Merlin attraction. We're now waiting in a dark room with loud music, both of which not ideal. To go into a 4D cinema thing, not ideal, which if he doesn't want to do that, we can skip completely and just move straight through. He just wants to get in the big lift and get up to the top. We did talk to them at the way in about skipping stuff, and they basically just said when you get to this point and you get in there, you can skip the 4D thing, but ideally, if you are watching this, anyone from Blackpool Tower, this whole room here that we're in now, this isn't very autism friendly. Cinema bit successfully skipped. There is now a bit of a queue though. We were warned on the way in that it was up to an hour's wait for this bit. Hopefully the fact that once we get around this corner you can actually see the lift. He knows we're queuing specifically for the lift now. Hopefully that will allow him to stay in the queue the way he does when we go to stuff like Alton Towers and he queues up for this amount of time for the CBeebies ride, for example. But he's not particularly happy about the queuing situation. You can see the lift behind him now and has instantly cheered up. He's now just back and forth looking at the lift. None of this sitting on the floor nonsense anymore. He is ready to get in that lift. Yeah, he's giving Anna her phone back. He's ready. So close now. The excitement's worn off again. He's back on the floor, back playing games on Anna's phone. It's close, we should be in the next one. They only seem to have one of the two lifts running, but it's going to be good. It goes all the way up, it's going to be awesome.
Promise I won't back, got a nice breakfast.
He has absolutely no fear. He's just filming down through the floor. Is this good, Andy?
Now go back to the lift.
We'll go back to the lift in a minute. Do you want to go up even higher?
Yeah.
Do you want to walk up some stairs and go higher?
Yeah.
Yeah? I think we're going upstairs to go higher. Oh, it's a bit windy up here. This is mad. So windy. Andy, is it good? Should we go up higher? You don't want to go up anymore? But I think this is about as high as we're going to get. I mean, it is pretty high. This whole experience, of course, is a little bit lost on Andy because all he wants to do is get back in the lift. Because the lift is his highlight of all of this. And now he's back for his favourite bit of the whole experience.
Did you all enjoy your time at the top? Yeah. Did everyone make it on the glass floor? Yeah. If you had your photos taken before the 4D cinema and you want to view them on photos
and we're done. I think it's safe to say he enjoyed that. Due to inclement weather, we've taken a slight detour into Primark because jumpers need purchasing. Anna has found a Friends one, which she's very happy with, aren't you? Would you like to show us what you've got? A Friends jumper. We now need to find one for Andy as well. And yeah, if there's any like superhero ones, I've not ever bought anything from Primark because, well, yeah, but I might buy something if they've got a superhero thing. I'm in two minds whether coming out here with a bag this size means it was a successful trip or not. We all now have something to keep us warm, but Andy somehow also ended up with a new baseball cap that he just picked up himself, decided he wanted, and some Simpsons socks. So, oh, and some trousers. Andy's got a whole new outfit out of this. Also, hello to the two of you who stopped us in here for selfies. Typically, we've now been in Primark so long buying hoodies that by the time we've come out the sun is out, the wind has died down. We probably don't need them anymore. Oh. We are on our way to the arcade, but somebody spotted a big yellow M on the way here, so he decided we were having lunch first, which is no bad thing because it's currently 1:20. We've got the meet-up thing scheduled for 4 o'clock outside the tower, which he's already getting a little bit frustrated with the day. So I think the longer it takes us to get to the arcade, the less we have to keep him amused in there, the more likely we are for him to still be in a good mood at 4 o'clock. So I'm not going to complain. What are your names?
Wayne.
Good to meet you both. Blackpool is full of you lot, it's awesome. Andy, was the tower fun?
Yeah.
Did you like the big lift?
Yeah.
And what are we doing now?
McDonald's.
Yeah, we are. And then what are we going to do?
Coins.
Coins.
And then we're going to do Premier Inn.
Right, then we have to meet some people, and then we're going to go on the tram, and then back to Premier Inn.
Talk.
Yeah, we'll do some talking. Premier Inn at 5 o'clock. Yes. Andy very much likes his new hoodie. He's got a new hoodie, a new baseball cap. He selected them both. The hoodie is a big win because it gets him back wearing a hood without having to wear a coat. We might have a hoodie convert. This arcade was one of the most suggested places for me when we said we were coming to Blackpool. Coral Island. I think we've been in here before. It's got a monorail that goes around the top of the arcade, which is just awesome. What we need is a cash machine and then 2p coin dozer machines, so then Andy's going to be happy. This is definitely a big, impressive arcade. I like the fact they've got Justice League stuff. First impression though, I don't think it's as big or as impressive as the one in Skegness that we went to a few weeks ago. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments.
Please call the attendant.
Okay, I might never do the Star Trek, Star Wars joke again, because you have no idea how much that triggers me. You know what? Star Wars is here. He does love a bit of bingo. There have been days where this has taken him, he could spend 2 hours in here quite easily.
Come on, dance.
Are you dancing to the music, Andy? Between every round they're playing this song and Andy just gets up and wanders around and dances to it. He's loving the music. It's awesome. The music stops, business face back on immediately. Right, let's play some bingo. as soon as the music starts again, up and dancing.
But we can play 3 more games.
Well, that's a good sector line there, well done, you take away 150 points, and plus the golden ticket as well. Well done to you. Okay, this is your jackpot game. So please divide the boards. I know some of this is important, so we divide the boards in this one again. Okay.
This is the most fun I've ever had in a bingo hall and I'm not even playing. 10 quid for bingo later. He's still got a huge pot of 2p's because they haven't got the exact 2p machine that they had in Skegness, so he's not found one he's really getting on with yet. I think he's going to have a go on this Star Wars one and see how he gets on with this. He might get the Luke Skywalker 2p. Just been sent on a supply run while Andy's still working his way for his 2p's. Anna says I have to go in Heron Foods because apparently it's going to open my eyes up to what shops are really like. I don't really get what she means. I'm interested. I only want a bottle of water. Well, I wasn't expecting all the freezers and stuff in there in a convenience shop like next to an arcade, right next to the tower. I also wasn't expecting to be unable to buy single bottles of water, but to be able to buy a pack of 6 for 85p. You pay like a quid for 1 bottle where I live. The north is a bizarre place.
Now, I am fully aware that this jumper doesn't fit. I've never sucked it in like this in my life, but I had to use my jumper space in my bag to put all those bottles of water in. Can't throw them away. We're on our way to another arcade. Andy's got bored of that one, so we're now going to go and try and find a different one. It's about an hour until the meetup that we've got scheduled, and we're just trying to keep him amused until then, really. He's ready to get on the tram and go back to the hotel, but obviously we want to meet as many of you as we possibly can, so I hope some of you turned up. Okay, this might be the coolest thing I've ever seen, just on a street corner, just selling WWE figures. Why not? Straight away, this arcade looks a lot more low-key, but at the same time, a lot more autism friendly. It's lighter, it's quieter. I think Andy's probably going to find it a little bit more comfortable to settle down and have some fun in this one. I just can't wear jumpers. I'm calling it a sensory thing. I hate the feel around my wrists. One day I'll go and see about getting diagnosed myself. But yeah, just had to take it off. Hated it, I can't stand it around my wrists, it's awful.
You think, Kevin?
Yeah, it's just not very nice. So I'd rather be cold than have that gripping at my wrists, all elasticy and horrible. Our plan now is we're heading to the pier because Andy wants to have a go on that big wheel that's over there. How do you feel about going on this big wheel out to sea on a windy day?
I can't say the words on a vlog.
Happy. I can't possibly do it. I don't like heights.
You're the one that suggested it to him.
I know, he likes it. We'll now cut to a montage of Anna and Andy on the wheel, looking really cheerful and happy. I'm going to go and sit on that bench. I mean, to be fair, it's not been painted recently. Anna and Andy are currently sat at the top while they load more people on. As it pulled away with her on it, she made eye contact with me and just mouthed. I don't think she's going to be very happy when she comes off.
I really don't want to be on this at all.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my god, hold on, room. Oh my god. I don't like it, 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 I don't like it.
Oh, she does not look happy at all. I might just run away. I've got the hotel key, I've got the car keys. I might just go home rather than face the consequences when they come off this road.
Go on, hold on please, hold on please. Hold on please, hold on please, hold on please, hold on please.
You good? Did you have a nice time?
Again. You can do it now. I'm not doing that again.
How was it?
I'm not talking to you.
Why? Why not?
That was horrible. Andy, sorry.
Andy's just photo bombed somebody. What's the technical term for that? So it was alright then.
The other camera will tell you.
Aww. Now we're going to that wedding chapel, yeah? That's a punishment for not getting married this morning.
You use this one and that one. Right, let's just go by the machine.
I've lost count of how many arcades we've been in now. It must be 4 or 5. He's used every 2-3 machine in Blackpool today. He's really rather enjoying himself. We're just trying to keep him amused now. We've got about 10 minutes until we're due to head to our meet-up place. And we don't want to get there early, because if we get there early, then he's going to be grumpy before it even hits to 4 o'clock. So at least this way we can turn it dead on 4, If there's people there, awesome. If there's not, then it's right next to a tram stop. It's perfectly positioned.
How are you? I watch your dad's YouTube channel.
It's for you.
Look at all these people! Say hello, all these people! Look at all these people who are now in the vlog. This is awesome. This is actually Andy's first ever meet up with anybody. Andy, you gonna come and say hello? What'd you say?
Got all of them in there.
These people, these are awesome people who have come out today just to see us, just to see Andy. There you go, another awesome person joining in as well. There's one there pretending that she's not here, so she gets a solo on the vlog. But thank you all for coming to see us. There you go, Andy's going to come and say goodbye to you all. He's giving hugs to everybody to say goodbye. Thank you everybody. It was very cool to meet you. We need to go and get on the trams though. Oh, hold on, two more awesome people.
Hi.
Thank you, good to meet you both. And Andy is going to force us to get on the tram now, so thank you for coming, cheers, bye. That was so cool, we've never had so many people come out in one go before. You're all awesome. Sorry we weren't allowed to stick around weren't able to stick around any longer, but obviously it was a lot for Andy to take in. He's never done anything like that before, and he was literally dragging me away at the end because he wants to get back on the tram. But thank you for coming everybody, thank you for gifts, just thank you for being awesome. Doing stuff like that gives you such a buzz because you can actually put faces to names and know that you're not just talking into a camera on your own like a total weirdo walking through the middle of Blackpool. There are actually real people on the other end of the camera, and it's so cool. We now need to get back on the tram because Andy is just about at his limit. Andy was so keen to just walk away from the overwhelming situation of lots of people that even though there is a perfectly good tram stop back there that we could have got on at, we've walked all the way up to the north here because he just wanted to walk in the opposite direction to what we came from. It's been a long walk, but now he's dancing again. He's fine now. But we need to ease him into the world of the meetup. It was perhaps a little bit ambitious. Anna's already said, Kev, what were you thinking? Planning a meetup for 4 o'clock when he's been out all day. Should have done it for 11 o'clock. She's absolutely right. I should have done it for 11 o'clock. You live and learn. Next time we do a meetup with Andy, it will be earlier in the day, so he's still got some social interaction capacity to spare, because he's yeah, he's just about done at this point.
I'm tired, little man. You do sound tired.
It's had a long day.
Yeah, I've done a lot.
Yeah. He is absolutely shattered. Of course, I forgot how much of a walk we now had to get back to the hotel from here. But I have Uber in Blackpool. Would it be bad to Uber from here back to our hotel? It's less than a mile. I'm just a lazy man with aching feet who's walked 7.3 kilometres. That's actually not very much at all, is it? Man up and walk, Kev. So do you like Blackpool trams then?
Yeah.
Good. Have you had a good day then, Andy?
Yeah.
You seem to be wearing completely different clothes to what you were wearing this morning.
Yeah.
You got your new jumper, your new ripped jeans. Ripped jeans. We've reached the stage now where he has ripped jeans. Huh?
I didn't mean to get him jeans with holes in.
Yeah, he's now Mr. Fashionable with his ripped jeans. But it's about 6.5, 7 hours since we left the hotel this morning. Our feet ache. We're all just a bit, it's been a long day, but it has been a lot of fun. Now our plan is to head back to the hotel, just collapse on the bed for an hour, and then get ourselves together again and decide where we're going to eat dinner. We had hoped to have some seaside fish and chips, but I'm actually thinking at this point it's probably more likely that we'll just eat at the hotel again, just because I don't know if we're going to be able to persuade Andy to come out again. But we'll see how things go. The next time you see me, I'm likely to be collapsed on the bed. we're back in the hotel restaurant again, or specifically the pub part of it, because the restaurant was full. But they have Pepsi Max, they have food, so that'll do for me. We're all very tired. I think the sea air has ruined us. Look at this. Look at how tired this person is. Are you tired?
Can't get a brush through my hair.
Yeah, what is going on with that?
Uh-oh. It's sort of salt.
Are you alright, Andy?
Yeah.
Are you tired as well? I know you're tired. We have a rite of passage going on over here. I don't think Andy's ever drunk out of a glass bottle before. Coke always tastes better out of a glass bottle. Okay, I've officially eaten too much food. It was delicious, but oh, I need to go and lie down. Just almost chopped Anna in half with the door, I think. Luckily, I mean Anna's grand idea for restaurants for years has been when you eat too much food, it then has a bed attached to it that you can just kind of lie down on, so you don't have to walk around on a full stomach, which is the best thing about the pub being right next door, basically connected to the Premier Inn, because now we can do exactly that. Just need to make sure I don't fall asleep and forget to edit this vlog together. Oh, it's so warm in here. I need to put you lot away, so I need to take off my trousers. In actual fact, I think we probably are going to end today's vlog here. Watch CBeebies. Okay. Oh, actually, we're back to the room just in time for In the Night Garden.
You can find it.
So, yeah, I don't know if CBeebies is on this TV, but we will do our best. But we will end today's vlog here, because literally all we're going to do from this point is just sit. Andy will be on his iPad until he falls asleep. I'll edit the vlog, and then we shall wake up and do it all again. Apparently it's going to be raining and windy tomorrow, so we might not do it all again. We might have a plan B. But anyway, if you have enjoyed today's vlog, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. And thank you very much for watching.
Yay!
Oh, and also officially thank you Premier Inn again for sponsoring today's video. I think I said it earlier. I have to say it at the beginning and the end though, I think, for the law. So that was me saying it at the end. Thank you Premier Inn.